All right, so I had my dad come out yesterday and help me out with the car. We got all the plumbing in, we got the belt on, we got all the wiring figured out. He helped me yesterday, and we got the torque arm back installed, we got the exhaust back installed. That U-joint that you might have seen in one of the previous videos was actually bad. I was able to find all the little bearings that fell out, but when we took a look at the U-joint itself, there was a lot of pitting in the metal. So we ended up just going to O'Reilly, picking up a new one. They have them in stock for a 76 Vega. So, yeah. So we used the press that I didn't get to use previously at my dad's garage, and we got that installed. Went in relatively easily, and we came back and we reinstalled the drive shaft. Everything's all hooked up. I'm still waiting on the transmission mount. It's a rear one with 4 bolt holes that are equidistant, top and bottom, with a 1-inch offset forward to back from top to bottom. That is supposed to get here today. I don't know if it will. I think the shipping was going to be a little slow on that one. We're going to ignore the banged up oil pan on the transmission and the engine. I'll deal with those later. For now, we got fresh oil in it. We got some transmission fluid in it. I need to finish topping it off once we get the thing running. I got some distilled water for the cooling system. I got most of my stuff loaded up in the back. This transmission will probably get sent home tomorrow. I think my dad will probably bring his truck out. We ran into another issue with the shifter. It's not the same as the problem I was having before. So what's going on is this shifter linkage here, the cable runs up this way when you mount it. However, coming out of the bottom of the floor, the way it's connected to the shifter in there, it goes forward from up there, like from up here, almost directly above it. So the cable has a lot of tension on it. It's curving down, coming all the way back here, and then having to curve back again. And what happened was this piece of the plastic right here, or a little farther up there, broke off. So the car will shift out of park, and you can shift down through the gears, but you cannot shift it back. It'll only go one way. So we're going to try and find another shifter assembly that hopefully mounts differently, and that'll probably be it for moving the car around. The best option we have is that when we need to take it home, to basically do what I'm doing right now, get under the car, reach under there, shift it by hand, drive it home, and then when we come to a stop, have someone get out, get under it, and manually shift it into park. I mean, I could shut the car off and get out and put it in park, but you understand. Either way, you have to get under the car to shift it. So that is it. There was another really cool thing about the timing, because of all the issues with getting it timed before we did the freshening up on the engine. We always had a really hard time figuring out where exactly top dead center number 1 was. When I had the car out and I put the double roller timing set in it, we finally got it set to top dead center number 1. When we finally put power to this thing, gave it a fire test, and it was fine. And then when I finally remembered to turn that switch right there so that the key actually did something, this thing fired up beautifully. and I'll do another quick video to show how smooth it runs now compared to the way it was before. When we went to go put the timing line on it, because now you can actually see the timing mark, this thing was only 4 degrees off of where it was supposed to be set. That's probably the closest I've ever gotten to perfect initial timing setup. We're going to ignore that because that is my dad being funny. He gave me, wrote down a list to do and then wrote that. Luckily, the driveway here is, half a mile long and nobody's going to see it. If they do, they're going to have to pay me a lot of money because I'm not giving up this car. Got my little badges. So I'm going to start getting some coolant in this thing, and I'll do another quick video to fire it up, show you guys how it runs.